What's going on, people? I am Swavor, along with Coco Love, God damn it! I keep saying this bad shit wrong. I'm gonna get you another name. I'm just gonna call you Lenses. Lenses.
The man with the lenses. There we go.
The man with the, what did you say?
The man with the lenses.
The man with the lenses. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What's going on, people? I am Swavor, along with Coco Love, the man with the lenses, and turn it to be great. And this is the Opinionated Facts Podcast. And on this podcast, we talk about breaking news, the current event analysis, but sometimes we talk about other things too. I want to thank y'all so much for listening to us today. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're listening on YouTube, if you like our content. But without further ado, let's jump right into what we have for you guys today. And we'll start with my guy, E. What you got for us, man?
All right, so I'm talking about a man named Jeremy Lee Pauley. He's about 40 years old, and he was charged felony of dealing with unlawful activity and receiving stolen property. He also got a misdemeanor charge of abuse of a corpse. So apparently this man tried to buy like a stolen human remains from some woman in Arkansas. His reasoning for doing this was he was basically going to resell these items or these body parts on Facebook. So yeah, right. So apparently they were stolen from this Arkansas Central Morgue or service in Little Rock, and apparently it was stolen by the woman. The woman's name is Candace Scott. So apparently she was the one stealing them. Now it was an employee of them, so which the article was saying. So anyway, how they found out, the authorities searched Mr. Pauley's home, and they found 3 to 5 gallons of buckets that had assorted body parts.
Oh.
But this is the thing. This that really got me. This the last part. They even had children's body parts as well.
Oh my God.
Exactly. So what do y'all think about that? That was wild when I read all that.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a horror movie. Ugh.
What was that guy that was walking around with he had a machete or a chainsaw? It's a chainsaw massacre.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, that's exactly
what it seems like. And it's so weird because, some people in the comments, they was like, that don't sound right. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was eating them, which it wouldn't surprise me either, because why would think about it like this? And this one really got me. Why would you buy these stolen body parts just to resell them again? It doesn't really make that much sense. I feel like he was doing something else with them. But that's just me. That's how I feel about it.
Well, but who's in the market for buying body parts? That's disturbing.
Because what are you gonna do? Because what are you gonna do with it? Like when
I might be missing a finger.
Put an order in for a shoulder.
Right.
It's crazy. And I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't think that, he had something to do with it, I guess. I mean, I'll be if anything, I guess I'll be concerned, like, hey man, listen, I did not kill these people, okay?
Right.
I'm just like hoarding their body parts, all right? That's it.
But you know what? Was he killing the people, or was he just,
really all he really was doing, if you really want to be honest, she kind of should get more charged than he did. He didn't steal the body parts. All he did was just buy it from her. Really, they just found the body parts at his place. So if anybody should get charged, I would think it would be him.
How do you even get started with something like that? I just have so many questions. Like, because again, I'm so serious when I ask this, like, what is the need for this? Like, I mean, I guess I know you keep certain things cold or whatever, you can use it, I suppose.
That's more like
I feel like, yeah, I feel like at some point it's gonna start decaying and stuff if you keep all this movement, because I highly doubt that they're storing it the proper way.
So, and then also, let's just say he was going to sell them to other people. Like, how are you shipping this stuff out? Like,
don't be like that lady Elliot was talking about.
But the pink lady.
Put a little ice on it, send it on through this.
It'll be all right. Put one of them little school ice packs in there. It'll be all right.
Yes. Oh my goodness! Wow.
That's gross.
Well, anybody want to try to top that?
Well, I definitely can't top that, but moving along to something else. I mean, I guess it kind of does relate to death because apparently this man's followers, social media account has been killed. Talking about Andrew Tate. He's been banned from it due to his misogynistic views. First of all, do y'all know him? Because I've just recently heard about him. Do y'all know of him, Andrew Tate?
He be on like some viral videos.
Okay, well, like I just recently found out about him, I guess because he's been banned from these social media accounts due to, like I said, his views. And I'm gonna be honest, I have not watched any of his videos, so I may come across bias today, but it is what it is. This is my opinion. So anyway, Andrew Tate, in case you all don't know him, well, for the listeners that don't know him, he's a former kickboxer. He was also on Big Brother reality show, which he was removed from that because a video surfaced of him attacking a woman or something. But he said the video was edited to make him look bad, so he said. But anyway, moving along, like I said, he was also banned in 2017. He was banned from Twitter. So this is where I became biased. He was banned from Twitter for saying that women belong in the home and that rape victims bear responsibility for their attack, which caused him to be permanently banned.
Oh no!
So yeah, like I said, I was a little heated when I came across this. So he's also made comments saying that he is a misogynist, and he made a statement that I'm a realist, and when you're a realist, you're a sex. There's no way you can be rooted in reality and not be a sex. He has also made other comments saying, I have responsibility over her, then I must have a degree of authority. He also added, you can't be responsible for a dog if it doesn't obey.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, exactly. He has went on to say, this is, like I said, I got this from the article I read. Women are intrinsically lazy. There's no such thing as an independent female. So he's made all these very, very rude comments, which I can understand why his account was taken down. Because they were just saying he's basically spreading hate and, this is going out to young guys and, may try to adopt his views. So they went ahead and removed him. He's also really big on TikTok, which they said TikTok has removed his official account and they're working to remove other videos related to his material. At the time when he was removed from Instagram, he had 4.7 million followers. That's Andrew Tate, if you all didn't know about him. And I also seen that they were like comparing him to Kevin Samuels, but I disagree on that. I can't say, like I said, I didn't agree with everything Kevin Samuels had to say, but I don't recall him, being that harsh with his views towards women. So what do y'all think about this Andrew Tate person?
I mean, if he want to be with a man, he could just say that. I mean,
okay.
People are more accepting now of, alternative lifestyles, and it is okay. You know what I'm saying? It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing wrong with speaking your truth, man, but in some cases, I think you just go a little bit too far. I think that's an example of it right there. Like y'all said, if you feel that way, hey, you feel that way. But I can see why you may want to take him down.
Yeah, it's very toxic.
Yeah, I think he's the example, and you see that with some guys on social media. It's like an overabundance of trying to have a lot of masculinity and everything like that, and it's like you just have to be in this old mindset that the woman needs to be in the kitchen and everything. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's his opinion, basically. I don't agree with all that.
The nerve of him making me want to take up for Kevin Samuels at that.
Okay.
Because no. Now I feel like he had his faults as well, but nah, he ain't say all that.
Right.
My Lord.
I didn't watch all his videos, but for him, I don't recall him going to that extreme.
Not at all.
Well, speaking of social media, we're going to talk about TikTok a little bit in a different way. So I saw this on the Shade Room because, I love the Shade Room. It's always got all the juice. But anyway, they were saying that doctors are warning women to take advice from licensed professionals because women have been self-diagnosing themselves with ADHD. Because the influencers on TikTok, people are taking medical advice from people on TikTok. That's super crazy.
That's crazy. I haven't seen that, no.
Yeah, so they were saying that it's okay for you to get, beauty and health tips or whatever, but women are really taking medical advice from people on TikTok. And also, that's why the doctors are speaking out, because they're saying, I guess they're coming to them when they're getting checkups and stuff like that. And women are saying, I think I have ADHD. And they're like, hey, where you getting that from? And it's like, well, this person on TikTok said this or that. And then there it is. They just self-diagnose themselves with something because somebody on TikTok told them that's what they got. Man, it just goes to show you the power of social media and how you can just really be kind of in some ways brainwashed. So I did some extra study on this topic, and I found out that on average in the United States, the average person spends about a little over 2 hours on social media per day. Did y'all know that?
I didn't know that.
I believe it though.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
And like I said, TikTok is one of the most popular among the younger people, and people are on there all day. So I guess what I want to say is that, you have to really be careful about what you are watching, and you're constantly putting it in front of you, because, sometimes you can feel a connection to these people, even though you don't have one. And then now you want to listen to everything they got to say and follow whatever they're talking about. And we have to just kind of come back to reality sometimes. Sometimes these people are saying whatever they're saying just for views, just for likes, just for shares. And we have to be able to distinguish between, what really makes sense and, what we're kind of letting ourselves kind of be pulled off for. You know what I mean?
Right. People are, in the day, are very impressionable. It's not, and a lot of times, people say that, it's kids, but adults are too. And if you see this, and, some people are just saying this, and then I might have that or something, especially the way they market it or the way they say it. You're like, okay, I can see myself kind of. You ever talk yourself into having symptoms? Like, you ever be sick and then you look it up and you're like, you start looking at more and more symptoms. You're like, I feel like I got that. I did had that cough. I had that little cough last week.
Yeah. That's why they say that it's best to stay off of social media when you are feeling ill and stuff. Because I remember when I was younger, and what was it? The West Nile virus. I remember when that was first starting, and my mom used to talk about me so bad because she said I was a hypochondriac, because I would watch the news and Google stuff, and I'd get one mosquito bite and have a little tickle in my throat, and I thought I had West Nile, and I was convinced.
That Nile, it's a Nile. She got Nile.
Yeah, I got the Nile.
Lord Jesus, I got that Nile.
So but that's interesting too, because it kind of reminds me of a topic that I saw on or I heard rather on the Breakfast Club or whatever, and they were kind of talking about that too. But just in general, they were saying that the younger generation, I forgot the actual age range, but they said that they use TikTok as their search engine, as opposed to our age range using Google, like regular people. They said that when people want to, in their teens, when they want to look something up or whatever, they run to TikTok and look it up. And I mean all subjects, not just how to do your hair, how to do your makeup, but they run to it for everything. And they were saying how detrimental that is, because that you can spread misinformation, obviously.
I bet that is a terrible idea.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, well, I guess with WebMD, doctors do go in there and provide information. I was gonna ask, because I'm guilty of going on that and trying to diagnose. Well, I have in the past diagnosed myself on WebMD, but never thought about searching TikTok for that type of information
either. Well, this isn't related at all, but I thought it was interesting. I also saw this on the Shade Room as well, but it's also an article about it in the New York Times. So basically, a Black professor, he noticed a difference in his appraisal value when he removed all signs of him being Black. So, and now he's suing, rightfully so. So basically, the professor's name is Nathan Connolly, and his wife, her name is Shani Mott, and they were trying to refinance their Baltimore home.
Trying to refinance their home.
Big word for Elmo.
They were trying to refinance their home in Baltimore. And so it was initially estimated to be about $472,000. But they were denied for their refinance loan. So now he's a professor at Johns Hopkins University, and he actually studies housing discrimination and redlining. And I'll kind of get to the definition of redlining in a minute. So when he looked at that, he was like, okay, I know that my appraisal value shouldn't be, because it was appraised, and they appraised it for $300,000, I believe is what it was. So it was less than. So he decided that he was going to remove all signs because he was at home during the actual initial appraisal. Him and his family were all at home. They had drawings from their children, all kinds of things that pretty much show that a Black family lives here. So he decided to remove all of these things from his home. And he even had one of his coworkers at Johns Hopkins University, another professor who's white, he had him pose as the homeowner, right? So when he posed as a homeowner, the appraisal came back at $750,000. Okay.
Wow.
So it definitely,
Wow.
definitely shows a big old difference, right? So the appraisal also incorrectly reported that their home hadn't received any updates whatsoever in the past 15 years. And that was incorrect. They had put a lot of work into the house, which is another reason why he was so surprised that it came back with the initial appraisal value. So he's actually a leading expert in redlining, which is when a bank or an insurance company refuses to loan to someone because they live in an area that's deemed to be like a poor financial risk or whatever. So this obviously continues to be common, and it's used to drive down the home values in Black neighborhoods across the country. And the article also mentioned, it said that Black homeowners have primary mortgages with higher interest rates than white homeowners with similar incomes, and even with white homeowners that have lower income. So it really does affect our community. So I'm glad that he peeped game. I'm glad that he, had the idea to kind of like do the little experiment, and now he's going to be suing. So hopefully he wins, because it's like you don't want us to be great. So what do y'all think?
It makes sense to me. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, she had to put on the gas, bro. She had to put on the gas. You
gotta be quicker than that. So years ago, I was just riding through this neighborhood, and I came across a home that was it was a foreclosure home. And I kind of, nobody was there. The door was open, so I kind of went in and looked through. It was a very nice home. So, but I did see I saw the number. This was like on a Sunday when I went. So the next day I called asking about the home. So the lady answered, and I gave her the address, and she's like, "Yeah, who am I speaking with?" And I told her my name. Most people don't know this, but my real name is Shaquita. So when she heard that, she's like, "Yeah, that home has been sold." I said, "Okay, thank you."
Wow.
Right, but I'm pretty sure had it been something else, she probably would have gave me more information.
We don't want no Shaquitas out here.
Yeah, okay, not at all. We don't want you in our neighborhood.
Well, I guess this is a textbook example of systematic racism, isn't it? Would that be one?
I would agree, man. I think definitely so. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But you know what? I'll go ahead. I'm sorry, I had to put my foot on the gas. You go ahead. I'm gonna come on up.
Oh no, you good. I was about to say, but that's crazy that happens in so many different cases. And a lot of times you hear people say, "Don't bring race into this," or "Don't bring race into that." And you really don't want to, but race deals with a lot of things that goes on that we don't even really think about in day-to-day life.
I can see that. That is true. And I think sometimes it's so normal that sometimes people don't look at it like that. You know what I mean? So like it happens so much that oh no, that's just the way that it is. But it could have some kind of racial motivation behind it. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. Again, we really appreciate you spending the time with us anytime you're listening, whether it's morning, noon, or night. Again, I am Swavor, along with Coco Love, Illuminated Lenses. Journey to be great. See, I got it right that time. Journey to be great. And this is Opinionated Facts. Until next time, thank y'all so much. Peace.